Okay, so this video is for your activity that you're going to be doing today. Um, you're going to do either activity, don't do both. I'm going to show you how to do the first one. The second one, the materials are in the lab. If you choose to do equilibrium in a beaker, if you just wanted to use notability and draw circles that represent the red chip and circles that represent the yellow chip, please make sure you're color coordinated so I can know what's going on. You are welcome to do this activity if you want, but this video is for the first activity. Notice that you want to download the app from self-service. I'm assuming that some of you might have it in your iPad already, and when you are you're going to use a class code that I shared with you. And by the way, you can't use your Bluetooth keyboard with this. It will not work, unfortunately. So make sure that when you are doing this activity that you do not tie in with the Bluetooth keyboard, because it will give you problems with that. So when you are trying to log in, you're going to have to use this code because you're in a different class, even if you've done it before. So you're going to use the code GVWRS429. And you could try your account from last year. I don't know if it's going to work. It's possible that it may not work. I had to change my password. It was giving me problems, so just to warn you, you might have issues like that. So I'm just going to use the account that I have used in the past, and like I said, I had to change my password. So don't be surprised if they make you change your password. Oh, come on. It was working fine earlier. Let's see. I gotta make sure that this is the right one. Oh, okay. I forgot. It's gonna make me do this. It still wants me to log in as a new user. Okay, and once you're able to log in, so you've got your password working along with your username, you're going to tap on Equilibrium. And notice that there are 4 tutorials that you have to do, and you're pretty much tapping the screen each time it's asking you to do something. So you want to follow the instructions that they tell you to do. They're essentially trying to show you what happens to a reaction, and they're going to give you the ratios between the reactants and the products. So you're going to follow along with the tutorial, and notice there are 4 of them. Okay, so you want to do the 4 to get to the sandbox. Okay, so after you've logged on, you've done the sandbox, you're essentially going to download this quest. So this quest, they show you in the very first part of the document, you've got 1 reactant and 1 product, and you have 1 target. They want you to shift it to the right, okay? And you're going to do it for each target. Now notice that for you're going to do challenges 5 through 10. In this challenge, they have 2 targets. They have it shifting to the right. So that means that you need to pick a reaction where you can shift your concentration to the right, which is essentially the product, okay? So when you're in Sandbox, you need to select a reaction, or you can try an achievement. I don't know, I didn't try either. What I would do is I would look at these reactions, and you can pick one of them, and you want to figure out how can you get it so that the shift is to the right, or the product, okay? And you're going to play around with it. So here I'm adding more product, and I want to see if that will help with okay, so I want to see what happens to the reaction, and you're going to wait until it figures out where the equilibrium is, okay? And right now it's equal, okay? So in this kind of reaction, I haven't really achieved the target. I need to shift it to the right, okay? And notice that in this example here, they took this equation and they added more NO2 to shift it to the right, okay? So the balanced chemical equation that I chose is not working right now, okay? So I might want to try something else. I could use concentration of products, I could use temperature, I could use pressure, okay? So you want to write here, like here they showed that they removed product to shift it to the right, and they showed that the concentration of the reactants decreased, the products increased, the temperature increased, and the pressure decreased. So you're going to have to play around with the reaction to see how you get the target. Notice that the second part of this, it's the same chemical equation. I want to shift it to the left. So I want to have more reactants form, okay? And I want to fill in the requirements for that. So for each challenge, you're going to have a separate equation. You should have different equations. And notice this one, I have 3 different targets. So the first target is I want to shift to the right, and I want to form product. And then the second and third targets, I want to shift to the left, which means I want to form more reactants. Okay, so I have 3 different targets for this one chemical equation. And then with challenge level 7, I once again have 3 targets. So I want to shift to the right, I want to form more products. At target 2 and 3, I want to shift to the left, I want to form more reactants. So this is a different different chemical reaction. So with each challenge, you should have a separate chemical reaction, and notice that they have different targets for it, and you want to keep track of the concentration of the reactants, temperatures, and pressures. So for this assignment, if you choose to do it, notice you have 5 different levels I want you to do, okay? So as I mentioned before, with this assignment, you can either do the collisions game and finish the quest for challenges 5 through 10, or if you want to do equilibrium in a beaker, I do have physical beads and beakers, so if you are in class for this assignment, you can use the materials that I left for the sub. Otherwise, you can just do it within Notability. Okay? All right, like I said, I am not checking email until Saturday, so if you have any questions, you can email me and I will check my inbox on Saturday. All right,